Okay, you might not have heard much about this in the mainstream media this week, but it's important. There were startling allegations that the United States was actually behind the sabotage of the Nord Stream pipelines that were set up to carry gas from Russia to Germany. Now, the claims were published in an article by veteran investigative journalist Seymour Hersh. Hersh, I should point out, is a Pulitzer Prize winner. He claims to have a source with direct knowledge of the operation and said that bombs were actually placed during a NATO training drill in June of last year. He went on to say that they were then detonated by sonar in September, allegedly under direct order of US President Biden. Here's a reminder of what President Biden said before Russia invaded Ukraine.
If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
He said it more than once too. And I got to tell you, I was surprised that actually Biden was as good as his word, given his track record of telling porky pies about almost everything from his academic and work record to his own business dealings. A touch of truth from the US president was a refreshing change. Oh, whoa, hang on. Let's not jump to conclusions quite so quickly. You see, Biden was right when he said that, but apparently he's not responsible, according to a White House spokesman who said of the Hersh expose, "This is utterly false and complete fiction." Sure, it's just as well they did deny it, because you see, if it were true, it would actually be an act of war, which would effectively just formalise the existing proxy battle of the US, NATO and Ukraine against Russia. We already have NATO troops on the ground supposedly training Ukraine troops, and there are reports of NATO troops resigning from their formal national defence forces to actually go and work as mercenaries in Ukraine. We're expected to believe it's just a coincidence that they get to work with the same bunch of military personnel they did previously, albeit their uniforms no longer have a flag of origin on them. Incredibly, just yesterday I met an Aussie chap who told me he's actually leaving to be deployed on a naval vessel based out of Norway to prepare for engagement in the Ukraine. No Australian flag is involved. Apparently it's all happening under the hidden banner of the UK's Royal Navy. Not that they're involved either, of course, because we're repeatedly told that no NATO troops are involved in the Ukraine conflict. And why would they be? NATO, you see, is put together only for self-defence of those member countries, and Ukraine isn't part of the NATO alliance. But then again, the people claiming all of this want us to believe that Russia blew up their own pipeline and that Joe Biden is a coherent commander-in-chief. It's just another indication the first casualty of war is truth. I don't believe we're being told the truth, and I see no reason to give the official accounts the benefit of the doubt either.